Hello everyone, I'm Yazan Ibrahim, or as some of you might know me, Yazan Abu Ghosh. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating and essential topic from Chapter 5, Protection of Information Assets, Part B, Security Event Management. If you are a seasoned auditor or just curious to understand how information systems into business environments, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. The complex world of information system attacks, understanding the risks and defenses. Imagine a modern organization bustling with activity, employees working remotely, sensitive customer data stored in cloud systems, and transactions happening across global networks. It looks efficient and seamless on the surface, but beneath all of that connectivity lies a looming battlefield. This battlefield pits organizations against countless threats, some human, others technological. Today, we're diving into the fascinating yet alarming world of information system attack methods and techniques, understanding what puts systems at risk, how attackers strike, and most importantly, how we can build defenses that stand the test of evolving cyber attacks. Vulnerabilities, cracks in the armor. Every risk begins with a vulnerability. Simply put, vulnerabilities are weaknesses, whether technical, such as an unpatched system, or human, like an employee falling for a phishing scam. These weaknesses give attackers an opening, but the methods to exploit vulnerabilities are vast and evolving. For an IS, Information Systems Auditor, the expert tasked with ensuring systems are secure, recognizing these vulnerabilities is the first step to understanding and mitigating risks. The fraud triangle, why people betray systems. Let's zoom in on fraud, a crime committed using dishonesty to gain something valuable. Why does a person commit fraud? The answer lies in the fraud triangle, a concept introduced by criminologist Donald R. Cressy. Picture a triangle. Its three sides represent motivation, rationalization, and opportunity. 1. Motivation drives the fraudster. It could be financial desperation, a gambling addiction, or even an aspiration to maintain a luxurious lifestyle. 2. Rationalization is how they justify their actions. I deserve this, or the company can afford it. 3. Finally, opportunity, the weakest link, exists wherever there's poor oversight or weak controls. For example, if an organization doesn't enforce access controls, someone with authority might abuse their privilege. Out of these three, opportunity is the most preventable. How? Through strict security controls like logical access restrictions, segregation of duties, and employee background checks. Computer crimes, how attackers break the rules. Now imagine this scenario. A hacker doesn't steal a physical item. Instead, they infiltrate a company's systems, gaining access to sensitive data like trade secrets or customer information. These crimes often go unnoticed until much later, but the damage, financial loss, legal repercussions, and loss of trust can be immense. Here are key ways computer crimes shake up organizations. Financial loss. Attackers may steal funds directly or create damaging costs for recovery. Loss of credibility and trust. No company wants its name tied to a security breach. For financial institutions especially, one cyber attack can mean customers walking out the door. Industrial espionage and sabotage. Hackers might blackmail organizations or sell sensitive information to competitors. In some cases, it's just about causing chaos for personal or political reasons. This is often where psychologies like hacktivism come into play. Who are the perpetrators? When you think of cybercrime, you might picture individual hackers. But perpetrators range from internal employees to state-sponsored entities. Intriguingly, it's not always shadowy figures in dark basements. Here's a breakdown of who might be behind the scenes. Hackers or crackers. These individuals exploit systems to prove their skills, sometimes just for the thrill. Ethical or not, their actions expose system weaknesses. Script kiddies. Unlike skilled hackers, they use pre-written tools to launch attacks. Think of them as amateurs imitating pros. Employees. Often overlooked, insiders with legitimate access can do significant harm, whether intentional or accidental. Nation-states. Governments themselves may engage in attacks, particularly against critical infrastructures like power grids or financial institutions. But cybercrime doesn't rely on humans alone. Attackers use a variety of methods and techniques to break in. How attacks happen, from phishing to denial of service. Attackers have a vast arsenal to exploit weaknesses. Let's walk through some notable methods. Phishing and social engineering. Imagine receiving an email urging you to reset your bank password. It looks legitimate, but it's not. This is phishing, a type of social engineering attack where criminals trick users into revealing sensitive details. These attacks target the weakest link, humans. Variants like spear phishing focus on specific individuals or organizations, while farming redirects users to fake websites. Denial of service DoS attacks. In a DOS attack, attackers flood a system, overwhelming its resources so legitimate users can't get through. For example, in a SYN flood, attackers send a massive number of connection requests to a server, forcing it to crash. A DDoS, distributed denial of service attack, multiplies this effect by using a network of compromised computers, also known as a botnet. The goal isn't to steal information, but to cripple operations. Man-in-the-middle attacks. This attack is straight out of a spy novel. The attacker intercepts communication between two parties, such as a user logging into their bank account. They act as a middleman, stealing data while both parties remain unaware. Malware, short for malicious software, is an umbrella term encompassing viruses, worms, trojans, and more. Each type has its specialty. Viruses infect other files, spreading when programs are executed. Worms move independently, exploiting system vulnerabilities. Trojans disguise themselves as legitimate software, but carry malicious intentions. Recent trends also see targeted malware attacks that don't seek to spread. Instead, they focus solely on one victim for extended periods, quietly stealing sensitive information. Defense against the dark arts, building a stronger system. While attacks constantly evolve, organizations aren't defenseless. A robust security framework can turn the tide in this battle. Here are key measures: management and procedural controls. Strong policies form the backbone of any defense system. A well-documented anti-malware strategy includes training employees to recognize phishing and avoid risky behavior, regularly updating software and applying patches, scanning removable devices and external files before use. Awareness is perhaps the best shield. Many cyber attacks succeed because employees unknowingly hand over the keys, whether by clicking a malicious link or using weak passwords. Technical controls. On the technical side, systems can be equipped with malware scanners, encryption, firewalls, and heuristic tools that analyze abnormal behaviors. For instance, anti-malware scanners identify harmful files based on patterns or anomalies. Behavior blockers detect unusual actions like writing to boot sectors. Immunization tools prevent known malware attacks by modifying system defenses in advance. Beyond defending systems, organizations must monitor outgoing traffic for unusual patterns, often the first sign of a breach. The human element. Even the strongest technical defenses can fail without considering the human factor. Social engineering remains one of the biggest threats. Through scams, impersonation, or manipulation, attackers target individuals. Combating this requires continuous education and awareness programs. The evolving cybersecurity landscape. The world of cybersecurity is dynamic. Attackers innovate, new vulnerabilities emerge, and technological advancements create fresh risks. It's a constant race where defenders must anticipate the next move before it happens. For organizations, this means a double responsibility: keeping their systems updated while fostering a culture of vigilance. For IS auditors, it means understanding the depth of these techniques and ensuring every weak link is accounted for. In an interconnected world, cybersecurity isn't just about technology, it's about trust, collaboration, and preparation. And with that, we've explored the intricate web of information system threats and defenses. When you close this video, take a moment to think about two things: the technology you use every day and the trust you place in it. Are you prepared for the challenges that may arise? Let's stand together to make our systems safer, smarter, and more resilient. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.